Okay, hello everybody. So I'm going to do this this way as opposed to voiceover. Hopefully, we'll see if it turns out. Otherwise, I'll have to voice over it. So I was trying to do the Saran wrap technique, and I got this and I didn't like it. So that's why I was delayed putting this out. I did it with alcohol ink before, and alcohol ink is very, very different. Alcohol ink, the Saran will stick to it, and you bunch it up like this and put it on there, and then you weigh it down with a tile, and then the next day you take it off, and it has these cool effects. And I'll get something and show it to you at the end, what those look like. But it didn't work as well. I mean, you can see some patterning, but I kept using too much water. I mean, this is really bowed. So I decided to go back and maybe watch a few videos on watercolor and acrylic, how they do it. And I figured out what I was doing wrong. So let's try this. Okay, so we're going to wet the back to keep it from, this is clean water, to keep it from bowing so much. I don't really want to tape it down this time. You can, but let's do the back. Then I'm going to sit it down here. And I'm doing a bigger one because I decided I think I have green on this paintbrush. Okay. I decided I would really like to do like a floral bouquet of some kind, or some flowers. I've seen a lot of this done, and people seem to do either like flowers or fish. Fish are kind of popular, and that would be cool, but I think it would be easier for me to start with flowers, because flowers are, I mean, maybe because flowers and fish both, you can kind of make them look like a fish no matter if it's like not a real fish, or a flower too. So I'm getting it wet, and then I'm looking to the side to see that it's not too wet, but it needs to be wet to work. So, all right, so now I'm going to I'm taking this and I'm spraying it on my watercolors, and I'm going to use, I don't think I've even used this brush, it's pretty big. Yeah, we'll use this, why not? It's an 11 round, very white and clean for the next few minutes. And I'm going to put in some pinkish red flowers, I think. There, woo, here we go with the fun. And it doesn't need to be really dark, I don't think. I think before I was trying to make it a little too dark. A little bit more. Get some more paint in here. Okay, and then we're going to add some green in. And I'm using a mix of like a leaf green and a emerald green. I just love watching it go places. And do a little bit. Okay, and if it starts getting dry, just put a little more water on there. Alright, working kind of fast. And then I kind of want a little bit of a darker green in a few spots. Okay, I have a tendency to overwork everything. So today I'm going to actually stop earlier than I feel comfortable with, because I could totally add some blue around the, ooh, blue. Oh, no, yeah, oh, yeah, okay. I am addicted to cerulean blue. I just can't get enough of it. So let's just put a little blue on the outside, maybe a little bit inside there. And then I'm going to grab some water and water that on. I'm probably going to regret adding the blue, but it's done. All right. Okay, so then you take this Saran wrap, and I was bunching it up, but what you actually do, and I am going to spritz this with just a little water just to be sure. And you lay it on. I think I can get it on the whole thing. And you scrunch it, and you put all these little panes in, like stained glass panes kind of feel to it. And the paint is supposed to pull up to the part that's sticking down, and you can already see some light in there. So this is going to be kind of fun. I'm very excited. So instead of letting it dry overnight, I'm going to let that sit for about a half an hour to an hour. And then I'll come back and finish drying it with a blow dryer. And then we'll start drying on it. So in the past videos, I have been playing around with using colored pencil. And that was my original thought, was that I would use colored pencil on these. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to go in with darker watercolor. So we'll see what we decide. I might do a combination of both. I think that would be really neat to do paint on the flowers and pencil on the leaves, and then just see what that gets us. Okay, well, I'm gonna let this dry and I will be back in a bit. Okay, well, I got pulled away, so this has been here about 2 hours, so I'm thinking it's probably close to dry. So, and there was paint on it from the last time I tried this on the Saran wrap, so I see some blue in there, but I think that'll add some, oh yeah, oh there, that looks much better. Okay, that's neat. Okay, so I told you I would show you, this is with alcohol ink. I might have to put it flat down here. This is with alcohol ink, and then it gets crumpled up like this, and then it sits. This was actually a class through Woolly Frog Arts up in Cumberland, Wisconsin. So back to this. This is what I was kind of going for, and then if you see in this one, there wasn't enough, it was just too dark. And I'm probably going to do some kind of watercolor carving with this because that is very, very fun, very relaxing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to just record filling it in, and then I will come back and talk at the end, and we'll listen to some music, and I hope you'll join me. Go make yourself a sheet. It's a little damp still, but it should be fine, but I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll get busy, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, I'm going to stop before I end up making a mess of it. It's a fun project. I obviously got quite a bit of paint on the white, which is making me crazy. So definitely use a clean piece of saran wrap. That's how I got these blue dots in here. I thought it would add a little something, but it just bugs me. But yeah, it's kind of neat. It's kind of a neat process. It definitely forces you to come up with a composition, which I am not necessarily very good at. So this is good practice for me. I think it does look like 3 flowers, 3 roses, stained glass roses, kind of. Um, it's certainly not going to win any awards, but yeah, I think if you made a smaller one like this, and make a really sweet card, and you could do this with other stuff, sunsets, trees, animals. I've seen, like I said, fish. They look really neat. So anyway, there you go. I hope you'll give this a try. It's a lot of fun, and it's not very stressful. You just kind of color in and look for different things. The hardest part, I think, would be trying to see where leaves are in the texture, but it comes after practice, and it kind of tells you where the leaves have to go. I'm not real happy with this one. I don't know where it's coming from, what it's doing. But anyway, that's it for this month, and hopefully I will see you next month with more videos. All right, thanks guys. Bye.